What we want to do when we're going through separation and divorce is really to hold on to the fact that we're excellent parents. Children will survive having their families restructured without a lot of pain or damage or anything that impacts their adulthood as long as we remain good parents. And that's really what's crucial here. So, our co parenting relationship is the strengthening of a bond between us as parents, by the way, until death do us part. We didn't know that when we were doing our vows, but here it is. The intimate partnership can come to a close, and that's what separation and divorce is about. The parenting relationship needs to strengthen and become a strong co-parenting relationship. And that's what allows us, excuse me, that's what allows us to make sure kids stay in the center of our worlds, not caught in the middle, which is really harmful to children.
Yeah, I always say that it's better for our children to see that we're happier apart than really miserable or unhappy together. And I hear so many, and I was one of them. I mean, I was willing to try to work through a lot of our issues to stay with my kids, even though I knew it wasn't the best decision for me. And I hear that from so many of my clients because all of us are so terrified that we're actually going to, do long-term damage to them if we break apart our family. So, what I have learned and what I'd love for you to talk about is it's not that you're hurting your children by getting a divorce. What's hurting them is being in an environment that is unhealthy for them, right? So talk a little bit about that, because I know you and I, as we were prepping to talk about what we were going to discuss today, that you made the comment, what divorce breaks apart, skillful co-parenting builds. So talk a little bit about how that works.
Divorce is a restructuring of the family. It just simply means we're going to go from being a one-home family to usually a two-home family. And restructuring how a family is set up is not what's harmful to kids, but there are some things that really are harmful to children. And that is inadequate parenting. Mm-hmm. And this does not mean, by the way, parenting is not a competitive sport. So we don't always need to have the best parent be the only parent. What we need are two strong and engaged parents who are good enough parents. Kids do best when they have a strong and engaged relationship with each of their parents and adequate parenting. And that the other things that harm children are toxic conflict, right? Or parents who are emotionally not available. That's often what happens, Wendy, in a family where a marriage is unhealthy, is that parents become emotionally unavailable to their children, and things just feel weird to kids. Like they're being physically cared for, but emotional presence is usually absent or they're struggling. So when we become a two-home family, we actually have an opportunity to be healthier. All of us have an opportunity to be healthier. The key is, do we seize that opportunity to strengthen ourselves, to make sure our parenting, we're in the saddle as good parents? And then if we're healthier, then of course we're also going to be happier. And so are our kids. They're going to be more relaxed. They're going to be less stress.